Okay. I got something to talk about that's been pissing me off for almost a year now. Almost a year. But before I get to what's pissing me the fuck off, I'm gonna give a couple examples. A couple reasons to show you why I'm pissed off. So the logic in my mind will hopefully make sense in your mind too. Because apparently it's not making sense to a lot of people now. But let's start off. I got some pictures, alright? What's this? Number one. What is that? It's called a griffin. A griffin is a mixture between a hawk and a lion, or an eagle and a lion, or some sort of bird and a lion. You see? Because there's the wings, and there's the hawk face right there, and he's got talons and shit. Okay? But you don't call it just a lion. You don't call it just an eagle. It's both. And it's got a name called a griffin. Next example. Next example. It's a minotaur. See that motherfucker? A minotaur. He's a mix between a bull and a man. A bull and a man. He's not just a bull. He's not just a man. He's a crazy looking motherfucker that they usually put in the middle of mazes, which will piss me the fuck off, really. Because after you spend days, maybe, going around this big ass labyrinth and trying to find the center, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's a minotaur in front of you, waiting for you with a big giant axe, and bro, you're gonna die. So they're pretty much saying, thanks for wasting all your time going through a maze, and now you die. And you don't get whatever you came here for, because the minotaur's gonna eat you. And kill you, probably. Alright, next thing. Got here, boom. I don't know if you can see that shit. But let me back it up a little bit. That shit's called a centaur. He's a man and a horse. Don't ask me how that shit pops off. I really don't know, like, whose fucking horses. But apparently, whatever. It's a centaur. It's a man and a horse. It's not just a man. It's not just a horse. It's a man-horse. It's a centaur. They're good at archery, I believe. And they have a lot of respect for nature. But nonetheless, it's not just a man. It's not just a horse. It's a mix of both. It's called a centaur. Next. Boom. That's motherfucking Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. You motherfuckers know what's popping off with him. Boom. You see Super Saiyan 3 with his fucking electricity and his pimp-ass vest and shit, looking angry as hell with no eyebrows. Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta is not just, you gotta know who Gogeta is, son. You know, Goku and Vegeta doing the fusion dance and shit. But I tell you one thing. I bet if you called his ass Goku, he wouldn't answer you. I bet if you called his ass Vegeta, he wouldn't answer you either. Because his name's fucking Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. That's what his fucking name is. He wouldn't answer to Goku. He wouldn't answer to Vegeta. Because his name's Gogeta. He's a mix of both of them. And a totally different person. I think his moves like the Big Bang Kamehameha and shit, he fucked people up. But he wasn't Goku. And he wasn't Vegeta. He was a mix of both. And totally different person. Next. This thing. In case you don't know what that is, that's a fucking mule. It's a mule. It's a mix between a donkey and a horse, I believe. But nonetheless, it's a mule. People use them to carry things around because apparently they're super strong. It's a mule. It's not a horse. It's not a donkey. It's a mule. You can't call it a horse because it's not a horse. You can't call it a donkey because it's not a donkey. It's a mule. Next. That is a fucking liger. It's a mix between a tiger and a lion. It's a liger. People call the lion the king of the jungle? No, this motherfucker should be king of the motherfucking jungle. Granted, lions and tigers aren't in the same regions together, so that doesn't really happen in a while. But if it did, this motherfucker is twice as big as either one of those cats. Twice as big, twice as strong, and they're crazy. They're ligers. They got like lion heads, tiger ass stripes and shit. They're not tigers, they're not lions, they're ligers. Look at this. Look at this dude. Thing's a beast. You can ride around on that thing like He-Man rode around on what's his name. I don't even remember what his thing's name was. That thing was probably a liger too. Bottom line, tiger and lion. This shit. That's called a labradoodle. It's a mix between a Labrador and a poodle, which I find pretty funny because I see Labradors as like the working class dog. It's all like, yeah, I work at the steel mill all day, and the poodle's like this pompous bitch. Literally, she's some pompous bitch that sits around all day at the pool and shit. How would a Labrador ever get a chance to fuck a poodle? Because poodles are supposed to be out of their class, son. But nonetheless, if it happens, this is what will come out. Looks ugly as shit, in my opinion. But nonetheless, it's not a Labrador, and it's not a poodle. It's a Labradoodle. That's their name. Don't wear it out. I think they'll work. But nonetheless, you can't call it a Labrador. You can't call it a poodle, because it's not. It's neither one. It's a Labradoodle. It's a mixture of both, and totally different. Now, I'm pissed off because people would never consider those things one or the other thing. No, they would always consider it that thing. You're not gonna fucking call Gogeta Goku. You're not gonna fucking call Labradoodle a Labrador. And you're definitely not gonna call a Minotaur a man, because that fucking thing will kill you. In fact, you shouldn't even be close to one. If you ever saw one, run, but don't even have time to talk about them. Nonetheless, all that shit is bringing me up to my point now. And my point is this. Barack Obama is not a black man. He is bi-fucking-racial. Stop calling him black. Like, I don't even know why he even accepted that. You've seen his fucking mom. His mom is white. His grandmother was white. Everybody on his other side of his family is white. He is 50% Caucasian. He is not an African American. He is not a black man. He is biracial. He is a mix of two races. He is not black. He is not white. He is biracial. I have tons of friends that are biracial, and they all get fucking pissed if you try to pigeonhole them into one race or another, because they're not. They're a mixture of both. And the fact that you ignore or try to ignore one side of somebody's race is fucking disrespectful, it's ignorant, and it just makes you look like an idiot. And everywhere I go, every place I listen to, every person I hear, all they say is Barack Obama, first black president, Barack Obama. Look at he's an inspiration of black people everywhere. Are you fucking stupid? Even today I read the newspaper and rappers are calling him the hip-hop president. What the fuck is going through your stupid ass coattail gangster rap looking fucking minds in order for you to think that he even wants to associate himself with you? Granted, oh, you campaigned for him, this and that, because, oh, he's a brown man. I'm going to associate him with being black, and everything's going to be peachy keen when he becomes president. He doesn't care about your gangster fucking rap. JC, he don't care about you. He don't care about you, Nas. And don't come up to him. Don't try to ride your fucking hoopties and navigators on 24s up to the White House, because your ass will get shot. Dead blank in the chest. Don't fucking do it. You're not his friend. Maybe if you ran a fundraiser for him, maybe he would come. But you know what? I fucking doubt it, because the majority of the people that respect him, the majority of the people that would vote for him, the rest of his constituents, they don't like you. So don't fucking try to associate him with being black, therefore hip-hop, therefore somebody that you can associate with. Fine, you can associate with him in certain things, certain aspects of his character, certain aspects of the way he grew up, perhaps, this and that, but he is not a black man. He is a biracial man. He is America's first biracial president. And the sooner people start saying this, the sooner they'll stop sounding stupid, and the sooner I'll be happy. Until then, you're all fucking stupid.